Let's load the tutorial workspace, and from there let's load the computer sequence. We will execute its main sequence. But first let's go to the configure menu, and from there select station options. This launches the station options dialog box. The execution tab contains options for configuring how an execution behaves. By default, the enable tracing option is enabled to specify that the sequence editor displays the progress of an execution with a yellow icon that appears to the left of the currently executing step. This icon is called the execution pointer, which we will see in a short while. The execution tab also contains a speed slider which specifies the tracing speed of the execution. We can use this option to slow down the tracing speed so we can observe each step as it executes. By default, the tracing speed is set to fast. Let's adjust the speed slider control to slow. Let's click OK to close the station options dialog box. Let's go to execute, and from there select run main sequence. The sequence editor opens an execution window to show the sequences as it executes. The first step in the setup step group of main sequence launches the test simulator dialog box. The test simulator dialog box prompts you to designate the computer component that we want to fail during the execution. Let's select RAM, and then let's press OK. So the execution window traces through the steps. As the TestStand runs it. After the execution is complete, the execution window dims and the status column of the RAM test contains the word failed. If the tracing speed is too slow or too fast, we can adjust the speed slider control we saw a moment ago in the execution tab of the station options dialog box. We can right click the execution window and select close from the context menu to close the execution window. And we are back in the main sequence.